Yeah.
Alright, guys, welcome to our third episode of our podcast. So, ooh, man, like, I went through a lot in the past 2 days. You know what happened after I come back from New Mexico?
Yeah, you told me what happened. It was crazy.
Yeah, I was so blessed. But anyway, so today we're gonna talk about a very relaxed topic. About Asian stereotype. I personally, I really want to laugh about this. When we talk about it. So, have you went through anything, like when other people like talk with you, and you see they have the stereotype towards the Asian?
Oh yeah, I probably had it pretty bad. When I was 5 years old, my dad needed to go to medical school, so we moved to England when I was 5 until I was 7,
Mm-hmm.
and until 7 to 9, close to 10, we moved to France again and lived for another 2 years. So 2 years in England and 2 years in France, and that was in 2005. And it was not a nice place for I guess Asians to be there at the time, because at least some of the things that I would be told was, if I were just talking to some of my friends, even if I was friends with them, they would just be like, a genuine question, can you actually see with those eyes? And I actually thought they were joking. I'm like, oh no, are you being serious? Yeah, no, I could see you standing right there, dude. Or at least some stuff like I've experienced, mostly like they don't like the way I look and they would just get violent. But some of the other things was also in France. If I was talking to them, they would just start being like, ching, 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 the usual stuff. And I'm like, it's not like it doesn't really bother me anymore. But as a kid, I was like, are you thinking that I'm stupid? Do you think I'm funny? Like, funny in a bad way, like funny looking, Yeah. It was pretty scary as a kid. But I kind of see it as a good thing, because because now that, like, moving to the U.S., a lot of people were like, how do you feel about moving to the U.S. and people being racist and stuff? And I'm like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want, dude.
like we don't care about it.
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just don't talk about my mom. Yeah. I think everyone's the same.
Yeah.
But,
don't bring my mom into this conversation.
Don't bring my mom into this. But yeah, I just think, where was I going with this? Yeah, I now I don't really see it as a bad thing, but a lot of stereotypes and stuff. At least when I moved to the U.S., what were your experiences of, like?
Oh man, there is a lot, so for example, there are too many things. So usually Asian don't drive a truck, right?
No, even for me, when I saw him pull up with a truck, I was like, Jin, okay. I was expecting a Toyota Corolla, but
yeah, or like Toyota Prius.
Prius, yeah.
But I do like Prius.
Not a 4-door, almost full-size pickup
full-size
truck.
truck.
Yeah. It was.
So my personality is kind of wild sometimes. So the most serious one was, it happened twice, which is lots of people think we eat dogs and cats. In some area in this world, probably that's part of the culture in some area, but if you say like Asian eat dog, like that's kind of silly,
Generalizing.
Yeah, and the first time I got this question was outside of a travel center when I was on a road trip, and the guy asked me, "Hey, do you eat dog?" And I was like,
Where? Where did he ask you that?
Outside of a travel center,
Oh, you're just standing there.
Like gas station.
And then he just came up.
Yeah, I was just chilling, and he was chilling next to me. And I was kind of pissed, and I didn't say anything, and then I just left. and the second time was like a few years later, and I learned how to laugh about it.
Mm-hmm.
That was outside of a gas station in Tempe, or we're in Phoenix. Like, I don't remember so clearly. And there was a guy asked me, "Hey, do you guys really eat dog?" I was like, "Oh yeah, like, man, I have so many good recipes for dog and cats. Like dog stew, like dog barbecue, dog hot pot, and orange dog, and General Tso's dog." And the guy was just looking at me like this. And I was just looking at his face, I was like, this is so funny. I got to do this again.
Oh, they're like joking with them.
But he thought I was not.
He said he thought you were for real. He's like, oh really? Dog hot pot?
Yeah. So yeah.
I should do that to someone next time.
Man, you should definitely do it. Like the person's face is gonna be like, man, it's gonna be so funny. So, I just went back home and I was laughing. Yeah, but
I usually say if people are like, "Hey, do you eat dog?" Hey, I don't, but if you keep saying that, I'm gonna eat your dog. Yeah.
But like, we don't really care about stereotypes. Like you cannot fix ignorance.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just let it be. And other stereotypes is like Asian are quiet, which is I'm not really quiet, or Asian are kind of soft-hearted.
Yeah, I would say so. I think
Yeah.
they were too nice or something.
Yeah. And you know me, and I'm not soft-hearted.
Yeah, no. He's a nice guy, but he's not a pushover. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, man. There are a lot of things, and back to COVID. Like I forgot it's like post-COVID or when was that? But I wrote a blog. I wrote an article. Is about how come we had 2 million people passed because of COVID in this country, and then in that article, I don't know if I can still find that article, but I wrote one thing is the 200 million people passed. Unfortunately, they passed because of COVID. Is because until today, American still doesn't really know about Asian culture and also like they still don't know much things about like China or Taiwan.
No, not really. They just all they know is like I don't know is this part of this? Are they together? Is it the same country or but most people just don't really understand. I was like it's complicated, but sorry, what were you saying? Most people don't know about Asian culture. Yeah. They would just say like, oh yeah, I like Asian food. I like fried rice.
Yeah, like you see like so sometimes we talk about yellow fever in this society. Like usually it's like a white guy love Asian women. Right?
Oh, that's called yellow fever?
That's called yellow fever.
I actually never heard of that.
Yeah, I mean, well, there are true love, but we're talking about the situation, like the yellow fever situation.
When you're liking them because they're Asian.
Yeah. And also from like sometime from white women towards to Asian guy, there are also some yellow fever situation. But we're not really gonna get into that. But the Asian stereotype like really bother me sometimes. Like we have the book here, The Crazy Rich Asian.
Yeah.
And then people always think like Asian people are rich.
Oh yeah. I wish I was.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah.
I mean, like most of Asian you see in this country, they're just normal middle class.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they work hard, and they're also lazy Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to say my family's not poor, but we're not crazy rich Asians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are hardworking people. There are lazy people in any country, in any race, right? So the stereotype is never accurate. But the downside of the stereotype is like, so for example, if I go to a body shop, if I go to mechanic, usually the price I got is higher than other people got.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Like when they give you an estimate.
Yeah.
Wow.
And when they pull out the document, and I was like, man, I'm an engineer. Do you think I'm silly or dumb? Like.
What?
Yeah.
What, really?
Yeah.
So you see, obviously they're overcharging you on some things.
Yeah, they will add something like super weird. Like so for example, my truck is now 4x4, right?
And it's a rear wheel drive.
Yeah. So I went to a mechanic one time, and they charged me something, but I didn't really pay attention to the receipt. And then after I went back home and I saw that receipt, I was like, there's something is wrong, because my truck is not 4x4. I shouldn't even have this part on my truck. So I went back, and they were trying to argue with me, and I was like, hey, that is actually lots of money for me.
How much extra was it?
It was about like 250.
What?
Yeah, and then I was like, man, like I'm Asian, but I'm not rich.
Yeah, I'm not stupid. You should know that.
So, yeah.
That's wild. I did not know that would happen.
Well, sometime it happened. Like not only from that one not only from that one body shop, also from some other experience from other places. I kind of see that, especially if I go to a place with my American friend, like if they look white. Sometimes I got like.
You get a better deal if they're there.
Well, if I argue, like when we really show our cheap side.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you bring a white friend, does that make it better? Sometimes.
Well, I wouldn't say that,
No.
but it really made me see the difference sometimes.
Yeah.
So some people will be like, oh, like Asian got money, and English is probably their second language.
Yeah, which it is.
And then the receipt gonna get weird.
Yeah, they're like, oh, they're not gonna read it.
Yeah, they're not gonna read it, but yeah. So this kind of things are just so interesting, and or sometime when you go somewhere, I got this for not only once, but I am not American-born Chinese, and you're not American-born Taiwanese.
No.
But I heard this a lot, like, oh, your English is so good, And I was like, thank you, but I've been here 9 years, so. Yeah. So when people look at Asian, they would be like, oh, you're definitely not born here. I mean, for us, it's true.
Yeah.
But in California.
Yeah.
Right. The Asian food paradise.
Yeah.
Like there are so many, the second generation or the third generation Asian.
Yeah.
Right. But people just don't realize it. And in this country, it's like, as long as you are not Native American, then you're an immigrant. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's an immigrant. Yeah. Everyone's an immigrant.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you're native.
Yeah. Yeah. So many funny things. And what else, man? Like in my head, I definitely went through something else, but I just I cannot have it pop up in my head right now.
Is it something that happened to you? It's another example that happened to you.
Yeah, I definitely had some other examples, but probably I've been here for too long.
Yeah, the U.S. was not. I mean, maybe Arizona is just a very friendly state, but at least
Really?
I don't know. But at least so far people were like, Oh my god, people are so racist here. People haven't been racist to me so far. I mean, I don't know. Even if I get looks, I wasn't really looking. I don't really care.
I mean, there are something is there are something are like kind of racist, but there are lots of things are not really racist, but sometime. So, for example, my white friend probably gonna say, "Jen, that is like, you know, that is racist towards you." I was like, "Oh, really?"
Mm.
Like, sometimes I don't think it's racist.
Oh, for example, if you say if a person wears a rice hat and some Asian outfit, maybe as a costume, some person on the street be like, "Wow, you shouldn't do that if you don't know the way behind the cultural influence and you don't understand what it means." But like if you wear that to Chinatown, be like, "Oh, that's a nice outfit you got there, you know." Where did you get that rice hat? You know, yeah, it's we wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like we know that the thing about stereotypes is it's not that like inherently it's harmful. It's all about disrespect because sometimes when people do it, it's to gain dominance and to put down another group of people, and that's when people get upset. Is when you're trying to put others down. But if you're just joking around, I mean, say we all eat rice. Some people may say that's racist, but that's also a fact. But it also doesn't put us down, But stuff like, all Asian women or Asian people can't drive, something like that. That's like, you probably run
because we have small eyes, so we drive like that.
Yeah, I can't see anything. I can barely see where's the camera right now. But
that's man.
But the thing is that's why I joke about it, because I think some of them they are pretty funny, and like if we can't laugh at ourselves, then life would just be boring sometimes. But it's all about disrespect,
Yeah.
I don't think we should disrespect another group of people.
So I usually just laugh about myself.
Yeah. You gotta laugh at yourself. Not too much though. You shouldn't put yourself down. Yeah. Like Bruce Lee once before said that you shouldn't talk bad about yourself because your brain doesn't know the difference. Be Walter, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like it's about Asian stereotypes, but so. For last episode, for second one, we made the second episode about mental health and Bible. So there are lots of people say, oh, like Asian guys are smart and hardworking, and never cause trouble. From my viewpoint, like I'm Chinese who was born in mainland China, and then you were born in Taiwan. So we both know that, like, in Asia, in Taiwan and China, there are lots of Asian make trouble, like do bad things, and
like Asians doing bad things.
Yeah.
Yeah. You mean like people here thinking that we're all nice and stuff, but there's
yeah, we also have prison, right?
Yeah.
Like we have prison.
And there's people in them.
Yeah, there are lots of people in them. so overall, it's like we shouldn't like judge people through their like color. And their race.
Yeah.
And sometimes people think, oh, like Asian are smart, like you got such a good score, like high GPA, those kind of things. I'm not sure if that's true because we don't have a data in our hand.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I personally don't think I'm smart. Like, I have so many things I'm not good at.
I'm about average. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm average.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when you see an Asian kid like do really well like in school, usually people ignore that, like they lost lots of other things and they probably
had to study a lot.
Yeah, you know, they have to study a lot, but it's not all the things that life about.
Yeah.
Right? Life is about like you have a happy childhood, and then in your family, like your parents should like raise you in the right way, and then you won't have like super serious like mental health issue.
Yeah.
Like that is our goal.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have mental health issues, that's totally fine because we all make mistakes in our life, but we cannot ignore the thing is, in Asian community, we have lots of mental health issue.
Yeah.
Just like we talked about in the last episode. Yeah, so I think like all the people are same smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just like our culture or our color made us look different, but we are the same.
Because
we're the same.
Yeah, because most of the kids back home that I was in school with, obviously there's lots of kids smarter than me. I'm not one of the really smart ones, but most of the people, if you're normal and they do really good at school, it's mostly because they really studied a lot. And unless you are special needs and you have brain development issues, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Which you physically cannot. But if you were normal and you can easily comprehend, if you're willing to study, you actually would do good. And then the thing is, a lot of things that we actually learn them in high school already. And a lot of things is like what U.S. kids learn in college sometimes. So like when it carries over, they're like, "Oh, you're so smart." It's like, no, I just learned it first. It doesn't mean that I'm smarter, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm more informed. Yeah.
Like it's same for everybody. If you put more time on study, then you're gonna have a better score.
Yeah.
Right? If you put more time on swimming, then you're gonna swim faster than other people.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So for me, like I probably put lots of time on my engineering courses when I was in ASU, but so I probably do better than other people on that, but it doesn't mean I'm smarter than anybody else.
Oh, exactly.
Right? It's just because I didn't sleep for like 48 hours and just read books. I'm probably only know a little bit more than other people on my aviation knowledge, and that's it.
Mm.
But another person gonna be better than me on some other things.
Mm. You
Right?
might actually be pretty smart though.
I'm not, man.
Really?
Like if I am, I will not spend 48 hours, on a textbook.
That's true, but you're just dedicated. See, it's dedication. If you memorize the whole book, then you know everything in the book.
I forgot about all of it already.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm joking. Like I still remember something, but Oh, and another thing is like, well, I don't think it's a stereotype. But I don't think it's a stereotype. But the funny thing is, I always make this joke with my, with my friends, and I said, you can call me Chink. You can call me Chink, but never ask me to cook orange chicken for you.
Like once you say that, then I can't cook orange chicken for you, or you cannot ask me to cook.
Like you can call me Chink.
Okay, but you can't. Okay.
I don't care, but you cannot ask me to cook orange chicken for you. So I was joking, but yeah. Well, I think we can talk about something about like food. For American, like usually American know about orange chicken. General Tso's chicken, sesame chicken,
Kung Pao chicken.
Well, I don't know what is the situation in Taiwan, but like in mainland China, if you ask me what is orange chicken or General Tso's chicken, we have no idea what is that.
We don't have that. The closest we have is sweet, like sugar vinegar chicken, which is like 糖醋鸡糖醋鱼,
Or in mainland China, it's like, have you heard about like guobao road?
Yeah,
like the sweet sour.
Yeah, but it's
pork.
But it's not orange chicken. It doesn't taste like that at all. Because I've had guobao road before, and it's close. It's like crispy, but there's not that much. I Actually, yeah, I don't know. The closest thing would be like something like vinegary. I don't know.
Yeah, vinegar and sugar and.
Yeah, but
and another thing in America is, man, like that is horrible. Like lots of people, they go to the Chinese restaurant, right? And one of my friend, I'm not gonna say his name, okay? He always asks me, "Hey Jin, have you ever been to this restaurant, the Chinese restaurant?" I was like, and he just sent me the name, and I said, "Man, I will never go there. I will never."
because he went there.
Well, he asked me how is that place. So what I can say is, I mean, I love this friend, okay, and he is Canadian. So, I'm gonna have some trouble. but he always asks me, "Hey Jin, how is this restaurant?" I was like, "Man, I will never go there. I will never. Like, as long as I still look like Chinese, I will not go there." Like in lots of restaurants, when they cook orange chicken or when they cook like sweet sour chicken, they no longer use sugar anymore. They use corn syrup.
Oh.
Man, that's awful.
Does it taste bad?
It's not only.
Or is it bad for you?
It doesn't only taste bad. Well, it tastes bad, and at the same time, it's really bad for you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's really bad for you, but for American, it's like, oh, let's go have some Chinese food, and then I will, ensure that we're talking about the same kind of Chinese food.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just, oh man, there was so much fun. Like when I talk about Chinese food with my friend. But to be honest, if you wanna have some real Chinese food, where were you gonna go? Well, I will not find the really good Chinese food in Phoenix. I'm gonna say I would just drive to California.
Yeah, but there's a couple that if you really want to try, it's pretty good. Like that one you showed me the other day. The
one I showed.
The Cantonese one.
Oh yeah! Oh man, that one is good. Like,
yeah. Asian Cafe Express.
Yeah, that place. Fair price.
Yeah.
Well, no service as.
Yeah.
Always,
Yeah.
But great food. Yeah, and there's a thing like in America, it's like. For me, if I go to a Chinese restaurant, well, in general, if the service is amazing, I may want to walk out from there.
Yeah.
Like we need the kind of Chinese auntie, like just throw the menu in front of you.
Right.
Yeah. Just let me know when you're ready.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't care about service.
Right.
Yeah, we only care about the taste.
Like it might be rude here to be like, I don't know. In China, do you like call the server? How do you call a server in China?
Well, in China, you usually gonna say like 服务员.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, but in China, like, well, it really depends on family education. I believe there are some people call the server in a really rude way.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I don't know if that is the case in Taiwan, but
sometimes when
sometimes.
Yeah, I guess sometimes, but most of the time we're pretty polite. But yeah.
Yeah, the younger generation is doing much better now in China.
Oh really?
Yeah, but my gut feeling is like, the Chinese people from mainland China is like American. And in Taiwanese it's like Canadian. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like you guys are more polite because the way that you speak Mandarin is actually more gentle.
Yeah, we don't really have a tone. We're just a lot more relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, very relaxed. Like
very relaxed. Yeah. You have the kind of vibe like. In Mandarin, it's 松弛感, but
yeah. Like
sure.
that's I'll say the best example is how would you say like I don't know in Mandarin in a very like emotional way.
Emotional ways.
Like with your accent.
I don't know. So I don't know.
If you say like 我不知道, how would you say it?
我不知道.
Or you say like 我不知道.
Yeah. See, so his accent sounds like more gentle, but my accent is sounds like I'm from I don't know Texas. Like,
不知道.
yeah, like.
It's more, but it's more. You can immediately tell what you're saying, because sometimes when we're talking, he's like, what did you say? Yeah. Yeah. There's a while I was like, oh, I was saying this. He was like, oh, you were saying that the whole time. You were saying I don't know the whole time, or like,
yeah,
or like 我不知道, or like 我不知道. We would also say like 我不知道.
Yeah. So in Mandarin, so in standard Mandarin, it should be like 我, which is me, while I. 不知道, which is 不 is
don't,
and 知道 is no. So I don't know is like 我不知道, but in my hometown accent it's like 我不知道.
我不知道.
Yeah. But in Taiwan it's like, man, I cannot even pronounce it because it's so fast.
我不知道.
Yeah, so
you're literally just saying 我不知道.
So when he said this, in my ear is so what I heard was like, I hug.
我不知道.
Yeah. Like if I just translate to I translate to the standard Mandarin, it's like I hug, and I was like, what is he talking about?
Like, what?
Yeah, I was like, what?
It was a good hour, and I was saying I don't know. He's like, oh, you were saying I don't know.
Yeah. But man, like you see, like even between Chinese and Taiwanese, like we have this, the kind of stereotype towards to each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're not blaming anybody who have the stereotype towards to Asian. We're not, right? So in mainland China, there are lots of people, they have the stereotype towards to Taiwanese.
Yeah.
Which is, Taiwanese are soft. Like they're weak. In Taiwan, probably the stereotype towards to me is like, oh, that guy is from mainland China. He must be a commie.
Or just he must hate Taiwan.
Yeah. He must hate Taiwan. He must hate democracy.
Yeah.
Like those kind of things. But when we really know about each other, I know lots of Taiwanese. Probably not friend, but I know lots of Taiwanese people. So I know like Taiwanese people are the same. Like they're the same human being. You have tough guys. You have like probably a crier in life.
Yeah, actually soft guys. I mean, there's soft guys everywhere.
Yeah, there are soft guys everywhere, and for Taiwanese guys, I mean, before you see me, probably, but I believe you also know that in China, not everybody are commies, right?
Yeah.
So the stereotype is really because of you don't know about something enough.
Yeah.
Right. So if you read some books, so don't really read the crazy rich Asian. Well, I'm joking, but you can read it, but when you really want to get to know about somebody, you gotta go there and sit down and talk with that person.
Yeah. It has some. It shows the rich Asians.
Yeah.
But some of the things in there are true. Like, say, the husband's mom would somehow dislike the wife. It's a pretty common thing that happens in Asian families, which I think happens in this story too. But yeah, I'm not even sure what's with the whole thing behind that. But yeah, mother-in-laws tend to be unhappy with the wives and like sometimes rude or something.
Yeah. I don't like that kind of mother-in-law.
It's really common, very, very common. I would say in 10 families, there's over 5.
Yeah, I believe your mom will not be that kind of person. My mom is not.
My mom
that
is also.
Person.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you said your mom wouldn't be like that either.
No, my mom. my mom hate that.
Yeah, my mom also told me, she was like, whoever you bring home, I'm gonna love them.
Yeah, my mom is like, like if someday I get married, don't talk with me. Let me enjoy my life.
Just do your thing.
Yeah, just do your thing.
You don't have to. I don't have to.
Don't bother me.
I don't have to be part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, like, oh man, like, we don't really get mad about stereotype. Like, I think it's funny.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. Like I only get irritated when people are saying it in a malicious way. Or yeah. Or for example, like if a random person was like, "Hey, what should I get for you birthday? Like a samurai, like a katana?" I would think that's funny. I'm like, "Yes, give me a katana." But for example, my ex-girlfriend, she had a coworker that, like, she used to like him, I guess. So he thought it would be funny to tell her, "Hey, what should I get your boyfriend? Well, you should get your boyfriend a katana for his birthday." In that kind of context, I was like, "Oh no, you're not about to make fun of me like that." That's the same thing, but it's a little different. So it's not the thing that I really care about. It's the same with everybody, I think. Isn't it pretty funny? But yeah.
Oh man, like so I personally I really like the kind of person in life, like, no matter what is the cultural background of this person, like what is the education background of this person, or nationality or race, whatever. I don't care, but I really like the kind of person like who love to try new things. Try new things and talk with new people, and travel to the new place. Like I had a professor, when I was in ASU. I forgot his name, but if I'm not wrong, I believe his name is Kennedy, or something. And he gave us a project, or like a homework, or assignment. He said, just write about something that you think we should have in this world, and that's gonna make this world better. And then after I submit that assignment, he said one thing. He said, "You know what? I wish our VR technology is getting so much better now, right?" And he said, "I hope we have a VR equipment, and everybody can have it, and somehow we can make people see another person's daily life, which is you go through another person's life through the VR equipment, and then we can understand each other more.
Yeah.
And we can wipe off lots of stereotype, those kind of things, or the ignorance." I was like, that is a good idea.
Yeah, that's why I think it's a very good point, because sometimes people say the 16 personality test is very helpful because it lets you know what kind of person, well, not what kind of person like it's bad, but what type of personality that person has, and then helps you understand why they would say the things they say. It's not because they're being rude, it's just because that's the way they think. So if you're wondering, like, "Oh, why does my friend says that?" Or like, "Why does one of my family members often, talk like that?" Not that it's like a bad thing. You can, like, find out what kind of personality type they are. And like you said, the VR thing, it's I think it's a lot easier to communicate when you understand why they talk, why they communicate the way they do.
Yeah. And it's also going to help us to realize that the stereotype is a very silly thing. Like, you have so many different kind of Asians in Asian community, and you have different kind of, like, Mexicans in Mexican community.
Yeah.
Right? like we are independent individuals. So even though, like, the same culture gonna give us some common things, right?
Yeah.
Like we can both use Mandarin, but
And we like the same food.
probably not.
Well, do you,
I
I would say so. I would say we like the same food.
well, we're gonna see someday.
We're gonna see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. So
We're gonna see what you order at Ding Tai Fung. Then I'll judge you.
okay. Okay. Yeah, but if we can really like know about each other more, and then the stereotype will just disappear by the time pass,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and that was a really really good idea. That is why I still remember what he said to me after, I'm gonna say, 4 years. He told me that 4 years ago, and I still remember it. Yeah, and if you are a technology expert, like if you can make it happen, ooh, like that's gonna be amazing.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
But anyway, like stereotype is, I think it's kind of harmless. Like we can laugh about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's harmless. Like it's something that we can still work on it and make it disappear, but it doesn't really hurt us. But if you don't have the stereotype, then that means you're less ignorant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, this is the really easy topic for us, and I was talking with Wesley. I was like, "Hey man, like, which Bible scripture or Bible verse you think is gonna fit our topic today?" And he found one, and I think that's a really good one. Do you want to share with?
Yeah. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, that would be great, man.
Yeah. It's Malachi 2:10. Have we not all one Father? Hath not one God created us? Why do we deal treacherously every man against his brother by profaning the covenant of our fathers? And I thought it was pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
saying that we're all same.
We're all same. We're
All
all
brothers.
created by God. So,
Brothers.
yeah. So we're brothers. Yeah. So
Yeah.
if today Wesley is not Taiwanese, if he's white or Latino, or African American or Native American, like you're the same. You're just a person, like
A brother.
yeah, a brother, you know. Yeah, so we're gonna. I think I have like a few books that I can put under our video for this time about stereotype, and also. Yeah, we both like that TV show, The Fresh Off the Boat.
Oh yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
TV
yeah.
show.
That one is great.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, and if you have time, you can check it out. But at the end, I heard something from my friend today about a kitty, and the kitty is getting old, and I also have a cat, so I understand the situation, right? And we're gonna say a short prayer for this kitty,
Yeah,
if you
sure.
don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
So, dear Lord, we want to pray for Kitty that we know. He is getting old, and sometimes it's not that easy for him to have food anymore. Please help him. Please give him strength and please make him remain healthy. And we hope we can see his happy face for a long, long time. Please help him. And thank you, Lord. Thank you for everything. Amen.
Amen.
All right, guys. So for this time, we talk about the stereotype, and we already have the next topic in our head for our 4th episode. If everything goes okay, then our 4th episode gonna be uploaded. I'm gonna say in about 2 weeks. But me and Wesley, we both have something to take care of in our life. And we have a announcement we're gonna make. So we just got our new logo for our channel.
Yeah, check it out.
Two Asian guys with a cat and with a Bible. And we also got our banner picture for our YouTube channel. And also, me and Wesley, we decide to make some T-shirt with our channel logo. And in the future, we gonna make some kind of event and give it out.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but if you have any suggestion about our logo, or if you have any suggestion about our banner pictures, please let us know. And our email address is is below the video. Feel free to contact us anytime, and we're gonna check our email often. But anyway, God bless, and see you guys next time.
Thank you.